Hey, everybody.
We are trying to figure out what's going on. We're in a dilemma.
What's going on? What's going on?
We're going to ask for your help. And it's all coming up next on
D&G Explorers.
Dilly Dilly.
Dilly Dilly.
Are you perplexed?
What? I'm thinking. Oh, we're on? Oh, okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. I was just thinking a little bit about what we're going to do. So there you go.
So we're going to ask you a couple of different things. One, we are looking at doing...
Don't throw too much out at them at once now.
We're looking at doing either one of two cruises for next year in 2026. We are limited in terms of our options that we're able to cruise now with the new addition.
We're personally leaning more towards Virgin, but Greg, we'll go into some things.
That's not how you present it.
That's how I present it.
Calm yourself down.
That's how I present it.
And we're also trying to figure out some direction with our channel. What would you guys like to see? So we'll cover that towards the end of the show. But if you guys are new to us, please hit that like and subscribe button.
Please share it to your friends and family.
Yes,
family and friends.
And if you're watching the replay, please put in the notes of what you think we should do. So Greg kind of hit it on the head that we're looking at two different cruises. We're looking at a Norwegian cruise and we're looking at a Virgin cruise. Both of them are going to be off the West Coast. But first of all, Greg, why don't we welcome our people that have jumped in? First in, Greg,
we have Anthony Simone, welcome. Just Dave, welcome. Ann Hanley, welcome.
You missed someone.
Angela Niwa, checka.
Ann Hanley, yes, hello.
I did say
our fellow Buffalonian. No, not fellow, because she lives in Buffalo. We don't.
Fellow Buffalo Bills fan. There you go. Jamie Wilhite, welcome. The Down Under Cruisers, welcome. So thank you. And hopefully more people come in, more explorers come in.
Do you see what Sean said? I have a cruise idea for you guys. 29 December 2026, down under on the Great Barrier Reef. We would love to go to.
Would be
our plan
amazing.
is to go out of Australia someday.
I would like to
Someday.
go to Australia as long as I bring a big can of bug spray for those dog-sized spiders that are running around.
They have everything big over there.
Oh my god!
Isn't it the most poisonous continent
Gee,
in the
just
world?
make them seem like they're bad or something.
They even have attack koalas.
Wow.
Yes.
Are they rabid koalas jumping off the trees or something?
I don't know. They might think
No.
you're a eucalyptus tree.
Australia is a place I always wanted to go to, but the size of the insects do scare me a little bit.
I would like to time it when the
Or arachnids.
Australian Open is going on, because I would love to see. I want to go to all the majors in the year in the world. I've seen Wimbledon. I've been there a couple times, but yeah, I would love to go to US Open and all the fun stuff. So yeah, all the other ones, French Open, Australian Open, that would be awesome. But we'll plan that someday for sure.
What are you doing over there?
But we, Greg, why don't we have a little bit of our dilly? We have
mistletoe punch from Christmas time.
You know, every day can be Christmas. So there you go. Dilly. That's a Jose Cuervo.
These are really cool.
Ready-mix.
This is actually the skyline of San Francisco. You can see the Golden Gate Bridge. I saw these glasses, and they're actually frosted. They do have some blue on the bottom.
Don't turn it, please.
But they are orange and blue, and those are two of my favorite colors together. I love orange and blue together. But these were very special to us.
That's also going to be where we're selling out of on our next cruise in May. We have the Traveling Gilberts in.
Welcome.
Who the heck are the Gilberts?
Who the heck are those Gilberts?
If you guys are not familiar with them, I don't know who would not be familiar with them. They go live on Saturday nights, I believe.
And they have orbs that visit them on their live shows.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe you guys go live 7 o'clock Eastern. I think you're wrong. I think you guys go live 4 o'clock our time. But if I'm wrong, please correct me on there. Ann Hanley says, well, I want you to go on the beach, please, October 25th, 2026 cruise. But I know that's not on your list. My question would be, which cruise is longer? That's a very good question. I will answer that in a second.
We do have to pick and choose cruises, and we definitely can't do 2 cruises in October. That's a lot. Plus, we already have something going on October 25th is it this year? Actually, never mind. But yeah, we do have some things going on next year as well. See, we have so many things happening. I just don't remember everything. Yes, I saw that from Angela before. I will remember things tomorrow. Thank you.
We were talking to Angela on the phone today, and Greg was saying, I don't remember that.
I can't remember other people's plans. I'm sorry. I have to remember our plans. And then I have my job that bombards my mind. And welcome, Cheryl, one deck down.
Welcome. So Traveling Gilberts go 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central Time, 5 o'clock our time.
I know Angela and I just give each other a hard time. So it's fine.
Yes. So, Greg, you ready to announce the 2 different cruises that we are looking at?
What cruises are they again? I'm joking.
So we're looking
we
at
got the Virgin Hollywood cruise. Hollywood!
That is on the Brilliant Lady.
Virgin Brilliant Lady.
Brilliant Lady, yes. That is October 10th through October 17th. This is going to answer your question. That's a 7-night cruise. The other one,
which we never went on, the Virgin Brilliant Lady.
It's a brand new ship.
Yeah.
Is it even sailing yet?
So hopefully it's a different layout than the other 2 that we've been on.
It's not. It's the same class ship. Even the Resilient Lady's the same class ship.
Oh my gosh, they need to move it around a little bit here.
And then the other cruise we're looking for is an NCL cruise. It is, so the other one is, like Greg said, it's a Hollywood one. It's a Mexican Riviera cruise, and it goes out of San Pedro, which is Los Angeles. The other one is a 6-night cruise on the NCL Joy. That one, I'm pretty sure it's a repositioning cruise, which means basically it's leaving one area and it's moving down to the next, because it's going from Vancouver and it's ending up in San Pedro. That one's October 1st through October 7th. So you have obviously different ports because you're leaving out of Vancouver. You don't have to worry about going to another country since you're leaving from another country. But we'd be stopping in Seattle, Astoria, Oregon, San Francisco, and then it would be Los Angeles with 2 sea days in the middle. The other one is a full Mexican Riviera. So you're looking at, believe it's a sea day. Then you have, if I can remember right, I think it's Cabo, Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, then 2 sea days, and then you're back in Los Angeles. So it's leaving to and from Los Angeles. So those are the 2 ones that we're looking at. The uniqueness of each one obviously is cost.
Oh wow, that's awesome, Cheryl.
What do we miss?
I am doing the Joy of San Pedro in 11 days.
Right on.
That's cool.
A couple of different things for each ship. The Joy was our group cruise that we had to cancel last year because we were moving into this house and we had to cancel that. That was out of New York and it was going up to Quebec. So that's the only ship in that class, which is a Breakaway Plus class, that we have not been on. So this is a unique opportunity for us to go on that.
Anthony, we don't have any set plans right now, but that's a good idea.
Yeah. That would be interesting. I don't know how far they are from Astoria, but I definitely would reach out to them. The other caveat of going, or the good thing about going on the other one, is if we haven't been on the Brilliant of the Seas.
I think we're leaning more towards the Virgin Brilliant if we do any
Greg keeps
cruise.
saying that, but that's for you.
It's because the cost is cheaper for us in the long run, actually.
It isn't. So
it is, though.
We're going to run over numbers. Greg,
I thought we talked about it earlier, unless you found out something new.
I was hard at work breaking down the numbers and trying to figure it out. Let's Celebrate TV. Thank you so much for joining us from South Jersey.
Wow. Awesome.
Yes.
I don't think they've joined us before, have they?
Let's Celebrate TV, I believe, is from Peppetree Villa, if my old mind is
welcome to our show,
right.
And
yes.
Hopefully you become a regular viewer and subscriber. Thank you for joining us.
Yes. Okay.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Warmer, heading south in October. Less travel, headaches to and from, just Dave said.
So, yes, each one is going to have its uniqueness to it. Now, with us being on the West Coast, we could fly on the day that we travel. I know we wouldn't normally recognize, we wouldn't normally go from, because we normally
Celebrate TV.
We normally fly across the country and sail out of the East Coast. We would never fly the day of because we would never make it in time before the ship left. And plus, anything can happen when you travel. I feel a little bit more comfortable flying out of like Los Angeles. So we live in Central California, Fresno area. We could fly out of Fresno, but it's with the logistics of it, it's going to be a little bit harder. So we would probably we'll look at this one first. This didn't have many say.
Welcome, more sunshine, please. Dilly.
Welcome, Jim.
Greetings.
And
can we get a little bit more sunshine, please?
The Virgin is a 7-night cruise. The Joy is a 6-night cruise.
So the Virgin, you get an extra day.
You get an extra day. So okay, let's piece this through, because when we look at cruising, there's a lot of stuff that can go into it.
Greg is leaving Derek. Wait, Greg is what? Leaning. Derek is standing straight. Will Greg pull Derek toward him, or will Derek stand tall and decide? Stay tuned. Sorry, it's like far away here.
Adventures with Roxanne.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Tiffany Peacock. What'd you say, Stephanie? Tiffany Peacock. Welcome.
Anne says Virgin is my choice.
That's my choice too. Thank you, Anne. I'm glad we're on the same boat together. It's the same boat, the same ship together.
Okay, so let's break down the joy since Greg doesn't seem to be that excited about it. We talked about the different ports that they're going on. So you're going to have to focus. So no squirrel moments. Okay. So
Wow.
So with there's always
No.
there's always additional costs depending on what cruise line. They always do things a little bit different, so the cost when you're done can be different. So with NCL, the cost of this 6-night cruise for a balcony is $2,500, $2,520.92 to be exact. The uniqueness of this is deck 15. We could get a balcony where, if you guys are familiar with the NCL Joy, they have the observation lounge, which goes basically around the first third of the ship. Well, they did a last time it went into dry dock on the port side, they added balconies. They took away basically the whole left side of the observation lounge, and they added balconies. Staying in one of those balconies, which is just considered a normal one, we would be there. And you could kind of get into it underneath the buffets above you, but there's rooms close enough that you wouldn't hear like people like stomping. That would be my fear, is the noise of the buffet above you. So they would be further enough away that you'd be by the staircase that wouldn't be interrupted. But that's $2,500 for just the cost of it. Now, you always got to remember there's additional charges on it. So with NCL, what was that?
With NCL, just throw that thing away. We're going on Virgin.
There is this is what you get with it. You get the drink package, you get 2 specialty dining restaurants. So we would definitely go to the teppanyaki, and we would probably do, it's not Ocean Blue anymore, it's Palomar is the other seafood restaurant. I don't know if we would want to do any restaurant besides that. You get Wi-Fi, and you also get $50 per port per room, not per person, it's per stateroom. If we decided to do an excursion, which I doubt that we would even do. And then you get internet based on the length of the cruise, which, to be honest, usually it's like 150 minutes. It's not internet on NCL is not great. I don't usually even worry about it
anyway on the ship.
So if we added service charge, which is $240, okay, you're looking at So you're looking at $2,760.92. Okay.
I thought more at sea is their specialty dinners.
There's for a 6-night cruise, it's 2 is what it listed when I was looking on it. Like I was going to book it, so they said 2 for a 6-night cruise. So with the gratuities, that's $3,100. Okay. Now we would have to fly. The easiest thing for us to do would go down to LAX. We'd probably have to leave our car there because Mike and David, that's David's birthday. So we'd have to leave our car there. So just add $200 for parking. You're now looking at $3,300 for that to fly up. And we would fly up the day of. We could either fly up the day before if Maddie and Scott are there, we could stay with them. If not, we could fly up the day of cruise, get there at 1:00. The ship, the uniqueness of Vancouver is we don't get on the ship until 6:00.
I can't remember all this. Can you make a spreadsheet, Greg?
6:00 is when we would embark, it says. Now with because of the height of the ships, Lionsgate Bridge, which is what you flow under, it's almost like going out of New York.
Flow under?
You go under. The Verrazano Bridge, like in the New York area, it reminds me of that, how you sail under it. But because of the tide, it has to go out at certain times. So we would actually sail away. They said a range between 12 a.m. and 2:30 a.m. just so we can make sure the ship doesn't hit the bridge.
Would not be leaving until after 12 in the morning.
12 to 2:30 in the morning. Yes, which is kind of unique.
No sail away party for that time.
Right?
Let you up that late.
I know.
Woohoo, sail away.
So just say we're on that. And then when we get to LA, when we get to San Pedro, we would then take probably get the shuttle from the ship to LAX because our car would be at LAX. The one thing too, we have to cancel 2 NCL cruises. On both of those, we had the Cruise Next ones, which means that's $500 savings that we would have. So that would bring it down, Greg. The grand total, if you guys are following this, I'm sorry if you're not, the grand total would be $2,810, which means $1,400 and $5 for each of us. So that's not too bad.
$1,400 and $5.
$1,405 is what it would be. That's the cost of it. Okay. So that $500 does help us. So that's basically, unless I'm forgetting something, that's the gratuities, that's airfare, because airfare is about $350.
That's not even counting excursions if we did anything, which we really don't do much excursions. We usually just go to
especially in
stuff.
those ports. I don't think we would have to worry about that. And says I can't remember all the and you only get 6 days. No thanks. I'll vote for Virgin. Plus,
Thank
you both loved Virgin.
I'm with Anne. Thank you. Yeah, and we have cruise credit. Hey gang, give the boys a like. There is 14 people watching and only 5 like. Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Nautical nurse
Nancy.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. We're talking about which cruise we should go on, which is
between Norwegian and Virgin.
The NCL Joy, a 6-night cruise, or the brand new Brilliant Lady, a 7-night cruise. So we're trying to decide.
Which Anne Hanley and I both agree we should do Virgin. So
okay,
it just makes sense.
Let's talk about numbers. So San Pedro.
You're not tardy. Don't worry.
San Pedro is where we would go out and come back, so we don't have to worry about flights. We could drive down there, and we would basically have $200 for.
We don't have the money for that.
we have $200 for parking that we would have to cover because we could just drive down there. So are you focused? I know you're
am focused.
You're having squirrel moments.
I wanted to see what was going on, but go ahead.
We have our blinds open. That's why the lighting might look a little bit different.
Jamie Wilhite, welcome.
Did we already say hi to Jamie?
I don't know if we did, but welcome again if we did.
So
it's been a long day.
There's different options that we could do.
Anne Hanley, she just break it down. 6 days Norwegian, 7 days Virgin. There you go. You're caught up.
All right. So
the more days, the better.
Greg is not going to follow this. I could already tell you.
Oh my gosh.
So they have a few different options that you can do on with the Virgin.
Hold on. Welcome, controversial cruising. If we don't say hi now, we're gonna forget. So dilly everybody.
Welcome,
yes.
Scott. Thank you for joining
dilly.
So Scott, we're discussing what cruise we should go on, which is the NCL Joy out of Vancouver for a 6-night, which ends in LA, or doing the Brilliant Lady on Virgin, a 7-night cruise, Mexican Riviera, and it goes back and forth.
You should feel special. 2 welcomes, yes.
So a couple of unique options, and Nancy, when I was saying about, because Nancy had this on her show last night, there's some things, if certain cruise lines, you can save a little bit more money if you let them choose your cabin, and you're getting a guaranteed cabin.
Woo! Life is good today. Welcome. What was that? Life is good today. I can't even talk. Welcome.
We are lucky being on the East Coast, so we are lucky to be able to go out of New York, Philadelphia, and other places with very little or no cost for travel or parking. That is awesome.
Yes,
Scott says,
the
whatever.
More days.
Oh my gosh, it's my Georgia life.
Welcome.
Great to see you. I hope you're doing well.
Yes, it's been a while since we've seen you.
So, okay. So, if we get a guaranteed balcony, it is called lock-in rate through Virgin. I can see, Greg, you're not focusing. You got to focus.
I'm listening, but I'm reading the comments. I work at a multitasking job, so I'm pretty good. So what'd you say?
Yeah. Lock-in rate for the 7-night cruise is $2,928. Okay, so $2,900 for the lock-in rate.
Mm-hmm.
The bad thing about that is you cannot cancel it. If you cancel it, then you're out of your money. You
This is
can't
for
change your rooms.
Virgin.
This is we're talking Virgin now.
Yes, I know.
So
Yes, Virgin.
you basically, I mean, if something happens like a family emergency or something, maybe get sick, you can't do anything with changing the cruise.
I'm
You
sure
lose
they
it.
have some leeway on
No,
it.
it said lock-in rate. You're locking it in that yes, we're going to go on no matter what. So that's the bad thing about it. But you're saving a lot of money because we normally choose the Central Terrace.
Well, God willing, we're able to go if we're locked in.
Yes. We normally like midship balconies. If we chose the Sea Terrace, which is a balcony, you're looking at $3,900. That's $1,000 more for you to choose which balcony that you want.
No, they could just pick for us. That's fine.
So, but
well, we always get midship, so we might get the back or the front, and we'll just be rocking with the waves. That's just more Dramamine we're gonna have to take, and you'll have to double up on your wristbands.
I always take that anyway on there. So we're gonna go with we're gonna look at do you cruise more for the ship or for the
we do
ports?
it for both. Sometimes, depending. Sometimes it's more for the ship, but then sometimes it's more for the ports.
Yeah,
it might not be a ship we want to go on, but
I think every
that
cruise,
much. But the ports are important.
Every cruise has its uniqueness to it. So that's a good question. So sometimes we do, like Greg said, sometimes it's a ship, and sometimes it's a port. Angela says, Nancy says, doesn't travel insurance still work in case of that? It could. Yeah, it probably would.
It is not the what? It is not the Dramamine. It's just more wine in the
Where are you reading that?
Lounge. In the what? Wait.
Oh my
I gotta
God.
move up
In the
because this is
cocktail
so
lounge.
small. Oh my
It's
God.
Just more wine.
That's
in the
what I get
lounge.
for staring at a screen all day. I can't even read it.
Anne says, I know balcony is nice, but do you have to have a balcony? We have, for additional savings, we have on the last cruise we were on, Virgin Cruise, we did a placeholder. The only way you can get those rewards is if you book a sea terrace or higher. So if we did a inside cabin, we would not get to do that. So those bonuses, good thing that you brought that up.
The insurance won't help with the lock-in. That's what Nancy was asking. I guess the insurance won't help.
It probably would if it came down to that, if you did that. So what you get off of that is we already paid $150 to get the placeholder for our next cruise. So that would be deducted
we did
from
that on our last
from
Virgin.
that. You also get a with the days that we'd be going, you'd get an additional $200 off your booking. So you're saving $350 off the cost. And then they also give you $200 onboard credit, which is their sailor's loot. It's not your bar tab that you get on it. It would be your...
Plus, we would go through our travel agent to see if they can work their magic and give us even more. So that would be nice.
So you're looking in the lock-in rate would be $2,900. The good thing with Virgin though is all tips, gratuities are already included in the cost. So whereas you had to pay $240 additional for NCL, you don't have to do that with Virgin because that's automatically in your cost. You're also not paying for any additional dining because they're basically all their restaurants are specialty restaurants. They're really good quality on that, so you don't have to worry about that. So your cost is more true on Virgin without having to spend anything extra for it. So we wouldn't have to worry about airfare. Welcome
to Pepper Tree
Hey
Villa.
guys, thank you for joining us. They go live on Monday nights at 8:00 Eastern, 5:00 Pacific, and always put on a great show over there. So check them out.
Sounds like Virgin is the way you want to go. I'm thinking that as well.
But
Ann Hanley's with us on it too.
Let me get the totals on here though. Okay, so
before the travel agency gives us good deals. Did you get lost?
I'm trying to see where my numbers came out at. My numbers don't match up. Hold on, let me do the numbers. You entertain Greg and you chat with it because I think I checked them. Oh my gosh.
So if you guys were in this predicament,
predicament.
well,
It's a good
it's not
thing
really
to be in.
yeah, I mean it's not a bad predicament, but would you guys choose Norwegian or Virgin, regardless of the price, because you like Norwegian or you like Virgin better? How would you guys choose? Did you add in the cost for travel insurance? We don't normally get travel insurance.
we haven't lately, but for our next cruise, I'm probably going to buy it for the year through Allianz, and that would cover
through the
this.
year for
Yeah.
the whole year.
Yeah, you can do it for the year.
That's gonna be pricey for any cruise we go on.
Yes.
I didn't know you could do that. That's interesting. Did you get your numbers?
Yeah. Okay. So if we did the lock-in rate, that's probably why I didn't look at the numbers on that. If we did the lock-in rate with the $200 that we would save for the parking lot, saving $350, the total would be $2,778. So $2,800.
It's cheaper than Norwegian.
You'd be looking at $1,400 again for a 7-night cruise. If we, my only fear is if we weren't able to go. If we chose our room, that way we can be flexible with moving our cruise around.
Not choose it.
That would be $3,500.
I'd rather just have them choose it. We've never done that before, so I would be interested to see where they put us.
That's what I would almost think of.
They'll put us in the bottom of the ship. Well, they can't do that. You have to have a balcony, and so you'll get underwater viewing, and they give you an oxygen tank too.
So basically, you're looking at about
scuba gear,
the same cost, maybe a little bit cheaper. Doing a Mexican Riviera, or coming down from Vancouver, hitting Astoria, Oregon. Seattle, Washington,
beautiful,
and San Francisco.
Beautiful. San Francisco's beautiful.
Yeah, we have never been to Astoria, but we've obviously been to the other ports. So it'll be a great adventure to talk about, though. Yeah, and it would be less traveling for us to just drive down there without having the headache of going to the airport, getting on a plane, going into Vancouver if they even let us in at that time.
Why would they not let us in?
Because unless they annex us, Canadians, if they annex us.
Oh gosh. Okay, we're not going there. We are not gonna go there on the show. Let's just not do that.
So yes, so there would be a lot more legwork if we flew up to Vancouver, and those prices for flights were based on what it would be if we flew out this year. We don't know what the cost of airfare is going to be next year, because you can't book that far out for airfare. So what do you guys think? You guys know I'm partial to Norwegian, so they get my vote, plus what a unique cruise. Yes, I agree with that. And we've never
through the hour. That's crazy.
I know, right? We've the excitement thing for this, for me, I love that class of ship, and this is the last ship in that class that we have not sailed on. We've been on the Bliss, which is my favorite ship of any cruise line. We've been on the Encore. We've been on the Escape. The Joy would wrap that up, and we wouldn't have to worry about sailing on that class of ship again. The excitement on Virgin is we love the Virgin cruises. This is a brand new ship that we would be on. So it's a lot of excitement just going on the ship. Plus, don't laugh at me. Plus, if we go to Puerto Vallarta, we have to go to the Walmart.
You can go to Walmart right down the street.
Why? Because you can only get this here.
Margarita mix.
It is,
and he wants his pure vanilla that you can get.
No, that's fine. I'm not worried about that.
But you'll get your vanilla too.
Because it was like peer pressure.
Oh yes.
But this is non-alcoholic. It is
a mix.
It is tamarindo. So if you're familiar with Jose Cuervo, they usually have like the lime, or they have like strawberry. This is tamarindo, and I
Oh.
love tamarindo margaritas. We've only been able to find this at that Walmart in there. So I would probably buy a case of this. Actually, I don't think I could bring that in. But,
What? Yeah.
and this is glass. The other ones are usually like plastic. So there's incentive to go to Puerto Vallarta.
So Ann Hanley had a 2-part comment. I can't go with you, of course. I will probably be doing the Beach Please cruise. I've only been on one cruise line other than Carnival, Norwegian Vloggers Cruise. See next comment. If it wasn't for all the great people we met, I don't think I would have had a good time. So Rich says we are sticking to Carnival for now.
Good to know.
Carnival's fun, but we also do like Virgin, and NCL is good, but I think NCL has gone up in price as well. At the end of the day, when you do your homework and the help of a favored travel agent for the same cruise locations, the prices can be very close.
True. Yes. Pepper Tree Vela says that's not Walmart. That's an American embassy.
We don't have a Disney cruise, Anthony, in the foreseeable future. I would love to go on another Disney cruise. We just really haven't thought of it because of the price. That would be something that we would have to really save up for. But I would like to go on the Wish. But by the time we go on that night, we have the Disney Treasure. By the time we go on that, they're going to come out with something different. So, and we still haven't even done the Disney Wonder. So it makes you wonder.
So Angela, the cruises, the dates of these is Joy goes out of Vancouver on October 1st to October 7th. These are both 2026. The other one is the cruise we're looking at is Virgin October 10th through the 17th. One is a Saturday to Saturday, which is Virgin.
Mm.
The other one is kind of odd. It leaves on a Thursday and it comes back on a Wednesday, which is an odd for a cruise to come. That's an odd date to leave. Holly Ayers, welcome in.
Holly. The only reason why we were looking at the Virgin Hollywood cruise is because one of our friends mentioned it to us, and we haven't seen them in a while, so we thought it would be cool to go with them. So that's another good incentive to pick Virgin.
Yeah. I do want to add that, Holly, do you mind if I announce something that you shared with me? Can I announce something? I don't want to say it yet.
For Holly. Go ahead.
Yes. Which is a Thursday one. That is the one out of Vancouver. That's the NCL Joy. So many different things.
So go ahead.
Awesome. So
I think I know what you're going to say.
I'm excited to hear that Holly is going to be joining the rank of a digital creator. Is that what that's an instigator? Not an instigator. YouTube creator.
YouTube channel.
She is going to do a cooking channel.
Yes.
So
that's going to be fun.
Yes, and it is. She's going to be doing it for 2 people. So people, if you don't know how to cook an egg, she's going to show you how to do that. But she's also, hey, you'd be surprised how many people. Greg, you don't know how to do an over easy egg.
Oh please, I know how to cook an egg.
But there's a lot of people that don't. But she's also going to have more sophisticated ones, like how to make your own pasta. I've never known. I never made pasta, so more to see. Welcome in.
Welcome.
So, if
we
you're
would
able
love to do a collaboration with you, Holly, at some point if you want. We could do a live show, and we can both cook something.
So I think how that would work.
That way, that'd be fun.
Holly could make something, mail it to us, and while she's showing people how to make it, we'll eat it.
Mail it to us. Is she gonna come out with a frozen food company now too? That's not a bad idea.
Thank you. So Holly, is that your channel there? The home cooking with Holly. So thank you for putting that in there.
I make really good food. Derek's just downplaying things, but I can make very good tasting food. When I eat it and after I make it, I'm like, this is even better than even going out to get food. I have made some good dishes, and Derek knows it. So
the difference,
but Derek
with Greg,
makes good dishes too.
I'm very like, I'll follow an order to the like a recipe to the T. Greg is like, Not
all the time, but that's the fun of it. Like, I'll just add a little extra. Who cares? And it comes out good. So
how are we doing on time? 5:40. Okay, so
beaver nuggets travel well. Okay.
Those are
from Buc-ee's.
yes.
Yep.
So guys, just to kind of summarize with the cruise, what do
Mail
you guys
order meal.
I know we've had some people announce it before. What do you think? It does actually, they look about the same cost. Maybe the Virgin,
I do wing it at times.
maybe Virgin is a little bit cheaper, not much. But Virgin, LA,
Oh,
Mexican Riviera.
call me by.
Hey,
Welcome.
Thank you for joining us.
Welcome. I think that's a new channel as well, isn't it?
No.
Call me by?
No, we know them from the Helping Hands for Cruising.
Okay. Sorry. I don't remember, honestly, because I have a lot of things going on.
See,
But welcome.
Angela?
No. There's no. It makes it extra special, see, because it's like you're a whole new guest to me. I just don't remember everybody all the time.
Greg is like a goldfish. They say
whatever.
They say goldfish swim around
whatever.
a bowl, and every time they come around, they'll say, "Hey, what's that?"
I get mentally
what's
drained from my job, so don't go there.
So Anne is hands down
Virgin.
I
am for Virgin also. Thank you. Yes, we're in the same ship together.
Angela was
not a boat; it's a ship.
Angela was NCL. I'm kind of going on NCL, but it would be like less stress. Normally, I'm pretty good traveler.
It would be cheaper too,
but I get less. I'm usually like. I'm pretty like uptight until we get to the cruise port.
No, you stress me out sometimes. Don't even go there. You're way past uptight. You like stress me out. I'm like, we're on vacation. We're not supposed to be stressing. Let's calm it down a little bit.
Jamie says, Derek, you have enjoyed Gregory's cooking. Yes. Greg will do, he's brave enough to do like lobster tails. I won't do that because I don't want to get us sick. We are in year 8 of our cooking channel. Yes. I've
done lobster tail. What are you talking about? You don't want to do it yourself, you mean?
Yeah, you do a good job doing it.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm very good with seafood.
But Jamie says, I have enjoyed Gregory's cooking.
Yes, he has.
I'm horrible because I'm like a backstreet driver. Greg will start cooking and then I take over. He'll cook macaroni and cheese in like a little tiny pan. I go, no, you need a big. Add water.
For a little box. You need a big spaghetti sized pan.
Yes, you do.
Hot, whatever.
So, sorry for this might come off, but I find that NCL is quite a bit more LGBT friendly. Did you not get that filling on Virgin? I would say LGBT more friendly is Virgin is a lot more inclusive.
Virgin's inclusive with everybody, but I actually haven't. I think all the cruise companies, in my opinion anyway, have been pretty inclusive with everybody and anybody, really. That's just me, though.
Yeah, but Virgin has a lot more catered, like drag queen shows, drag diva, bingo with the diva.
That's entertainment and stuff. I mean, anybody could do that.
Their shows are more inclusive. Carnival, like Color My World, is it? Color Me World? Not Color Me World. Color Me World.
I got my Lucky Charms.
That's on Carnival. And that's a pretty inclusive show for them. So I think there is a lot more. Party on the Sea. Welcome in, Eric.
Welcome.
I hope you are doing well. So I think people are saying Virgin is the one that we should look at.
I think that's a good one too, myself.
Pepper Tree Villa, thank you so much for putting Let's Celebrate TV in the link on there. I really appreciate that.
Awesome.
So we have about 16 minutes, Greg.
Shimmer me timbers, yes.
So we're in. This is the other question that we wanted to come up with. We are trying to think about it's with our work schedule. It's hard for us to come out with schedules or with videos. This is what, and I think Nancy will relate to this. So
Nancy still votes Virgin. Nancy, we're going to get you on a Virgin ship. We are going to do it. It's going to be fun.
So these are the videos the vlog series that we still have to do. Virgin, Valiant Lady, Scarlet Lady. Those are actually going to be our next set that we're going to do. For Princess, we still have to, which is going to be our oldest one, which is Sky Princess and the Royal Princess. Carnival. We have 2 cruises on the Radiance. We have the Celebration and we have the Firenze. We have NCL. The only one that we haven't shown yet is because we just wrapped up the Encore, the Bliss, our second one on the Bliss, because we are way back when in 2018, I think it was 2018, we did the Bliss one in like 6 months when it was only about 6 months old. So we have quite a lot. One of the things I was thinking about doing is our likes and dislikes of all the different ones. Now, the Scarlet Lady and the Valiant Lady are basically the same ship. So we would do like the likes and dislikes of that because you're looking at the class. We would do the likes and dislikes of the NCL Encore. We would do the likes and dislikes of the Royal class ships, which would be the Sky Princess, the Discovery Princess, and the Royal Princess, because they're all Royal class ships.
Nancy feels the struggle of
right?
showing videos, but also making them and having the time.
And then we would do the likes and dislikes of the Firenze, the Celebration, and the Radiance. And then after we did that, because I think a lot of people are more interested in that, then we would come out and we would start doing the daily vlogs for that. So we'd be looking at, first ones we know we're going to do are the 2 Valiant or the Virgin cruises. And then we would do the Carnival cruises, and then we would do Princess cruises and at the end of it. So would you guys prefer to see just us not doing the likes and dislikes, or doing them right before we do the series or at the end of the series? Because the next one we're going to do is the likes and dislikes of the NCL Encore. We just finished that one. So what do you guys prefer? What do you would be more interesting for you? Yeah, what would be more interesting for you guys? Anthony says, I have a lot of vlogs and files also. Holly, I have no idea. Editing took so long, Anthony. But you would do a good job. Yeah. So let us know what you guys think. It's a dilemma. It's hard to, we work so many hours.
Good dilemma.
Yes, we work so many hours. This is not our primary career. We do this for fun. We do this.
Thank you, Pepper Truvella, for that.
We do this for memories.
Putting up the link.
But we're kind of curious to see, what would you guys prefer? I think at the end of a series. Okay, so we have that for Angela. I would like to see the series first. Okay, so that's good. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Pepper Truvella, for D&G on Instagram. So yeah, good, interesting thought process. Got about 8 or 12 minutes left. Likes is a great way to invite more fresh views out there for your channel. We're not sure yet how we want to do it. I know with Greg being sick, he didn't have a voice, so we didn't want to do some of our likes and dislikes yet of it, because you sound a lot better than I didn't even realize it. I
think you told it the other day. Yeah, it took quite a while for my voice to come back. We got sick halfway through the Virgin cruise, and it's been about a month now, I think, since we've been on that cruise. The time went by so fast, and just barely my voice is back. So, but yeah, we will go by what you guys think.
Eric says series first is my vote. So that looks like what we'll
do this series hearing first. It sounds like.
Yeah, they just might take a little bit longer.
Oh, thank you, Anthony.
To do. I'm probably also going to be looking at hopefully we're doing taxes differently this year, and I'm trying to claim some of the stuff that we do for the channel, which we have never done before. So I'm hoping maybe to get a computer, a new one, a little bit more memory, because someone spilled something on this keypad. It's a little bit sticky. Yeah, we did that I did that during a live show.
You cannot blame me.
Yeah, I did that during a live show. So I think
that's why I was like, it was you. Don't even say anything about me.
So I think it's time to
thank you, Pepper Truvella, for posting that.
To update this computer. And we got it in like 2019, so it is a little bit older.
Yeah.
We'll see. So Anne says I would probably watch a series first, since I haven't been on most of those ships. Then the likes and dislikes. Yes, thank you, Pepper Truvella, for the Facebook page on that. If you guys are channels and you're more than welcome to put creator on there. other people can check out your channels. I remember that live.
Yep,
I've
that's what I
spilled
was saying.
things a few times. And did I spill one over here? I did, didn't I? Didn't I? When we had it facing, we did one vlog with we're showing videos behind us, and we had the TV out here. I
Oh,
think
I
I
don't
spilled
remember
one.
doing that.
Yeah, we've only done one live
Huh.
show from this area in here.
Sorry if you hear background noise. The neighbor is using a leaf blower. He's out there probably almost every day blowing
Yeah, I'm gonna shut it real quick.
his yard around and everything. He keeps it very clean, I have to say.
Oh, one thing we have to talk about too. Then.
Super sassy fan. Hashtag super sassy fan. Just a little update on things that we've done with the house. We have done some landscaping stuff. So we took out a big oleander tree. We took out, we found 2 other plants that were engulfed in that oleander tree. And one of them looked like they died. The plant did because it just wasn't getting sunlight. We also found palm trees growing. So there are a lot of palm trees around here. So I'm sure the wind carries the seeds or the birds drop them or whatever. So we've been trying to get rid of those little sprouts that are coming out as well. So with spring in the air, it's that time of the year to start cleaning and actually start doing yard work and everything. But we did get some landscaping done. What are you looking for?
Where you put the box for this?
You put the box up on the bookshelf. Oh, you're gonna show that? Okay.
Oh, I did put it on the bookshelf.
Yep. We did start a project on Sunday, and I have not played with these in years, but it was fun. And surprisingly, the instructions are very easy. Oh, thank you, Pepper Tree Villa, for putting out our mailing address. So we did get this as a wedding gift, and so we're finally putting it together. I thought it was actually that size. It looks big. I thought it was like
Greg.
life size or something for some weird reason. But it's like, here you go.
There's 6 bags in there to work on. We've done 2 bags, so this is part of it.
That is where the camera is going to go on top. It's the camera holder,
and then this is a separate thing,
and it's the base of the legs as well, and then that's a background part of it.
So if you're familiar with Dizney, they're the ones that created the multi-plane camera, which they film from above and they show different layers.
And it actually is a multi-plane. There's 3 sections of plastic artistry in it, and it makes an actual picture.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
So yeah, that was pretty exciting to do the oops. And then it's actually like a
marker.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh my God, oh my gosh, it's coming apart. Oh my God.
Walt lost his little Mickey Mouse. So we've been having fun with that. We figure we'll do a little bit every week.
Mary Ellen Dillon, welcome. Yeah, so it's been years since I played with Legos. And it was actually a lot of fun. So the instructions are all pictures. There's no writing. There's just numbers of how many of each piece you need. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Greg thought the instructions were pretty easy. I actually think it's not. They don't give you it's harder to put it together because it's not color. It's black and white, and it's just. I thought it was a little bit challenging, but we had good.
It's picture and numbers of how many of each. So I thought it was fun and it's easy.
I am needing my laptop with me more and more. Just makes sense, but hard to drop that cash, right? Yeah, and I would get I'm going to get another Apple because everything we use is Apple, and it's just easy to transfer.
We love our Apple products.
Yes.
Love our iPhones.
But I was going to say something else. We got about four minutes left or 5 minutes left. What was I going to say? Oh, so we our are canceling, unfortunately, our NCL Aqua Cruise that was going to be out on
We've
Labor
already
Day.
canceled it.
But the good note is on it, Angela is coming out next year to go on a Hawaii cruise out of San Pedro. And
Not with us.
No.
But we're going to hang out with her a little bit before she
Yeah,
goes.
so we're going to visit places she's never had a chance to see, which is Universal Studios, going through Hollywood, seeing the Hollywood
Yosemite a
sign.
little bit.
Yeah,
Yep.
so we're going to have a chance to hang out with her before she goes on that cruise. But Anne, just to let you know,
cruises we won't be too much next year. Actually.
We are actively or excitedly waiting for the NFL schedule to come out, because we will go to see the Buffalo Bills play in Buffalo this year.
One way or another.
Yes, we'll
have to see a Buffalo Bills game,
because this is the last year in their current stadium that they've been in since 1973.
Bulldoze it down.
Yeah, and if they tear it down and I don't get a chance to go, it'll be a big disappointment for me. So we are going to be booking that sometime when they come out. Usually the schedule's around anywhere from May 10th to May 12th. So we'll see what happens. Scotty J Travels, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Whoop, whoop.
I had a chance to interact with him a little bit on Nancy's show last night, Nautical Nurse Nancy. So welcome in. I hope you guys are doing great. If I remember right, I subscribed to your channel, but I'll have to double check. I think I subscribed to your channel. But yes, Bills game. Woohoo! So other than that, Greg, we are at the top of the hour.
Bills game. Woo-hoo.
Yes, I'm excited to see a Bills game in Buffalo.
And they have all the colors now versus us in the previous century level who had 6 colors only. Did I miss something?
And they have all the colors now versus us in the previous century. I have trouble with Lego colors. Can't tell the dark blues, from the dark greens.
Oh, slow down, please. Ford Field is where it is at. Go Lions. You go with your Lions.
Yes. Oh, Anthony says no ship show tonight. Season's greetings, more sunshine, please. So thank you everyone for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
So,
it was a very nice, fun live stream that we did today.
I think we thank you for your help and support for us.
Yeah, looks like we're heading more towards Virgin if we do this. So thank you.
I'll be honest. I was more going for NCL.
It's just expensive.
If you're willing to go and take the chance of where they would find us, like where they find us.
What?
Them choosing our room for us.
Oh my gosh, are we gonna get lost and now they're gonna find us? What kind of ship is this?
Right. Then I'm open to doing that.
Yeah, I just hope we're lucky and they give us something nice and not something with an obstructed view.
Well, a lot of times they are obstructed view.
Oh boy.
And then we might be ass. We might be aft. Well, I guess that would work for the ship.
We've never been aft before, so that would be interesting. We might be in for a bumpy ride, bouncing up and down with the waves, because I hear the front and the back is like this, and the middle is just mid. So that's why we always do the mid.
I get
it's a surprise ship yet. We don't know what ship, even though we tried to do Virgin.
I get sick, very easy motion sickness. On certain rides, I get sick, but I take Dramamine or Bonine the day before we go on a cruise.
We're gonna extra bracelet with you with the C bands, yeah.
And I don't think I've ever had any issues once I've had the Dramamine. In fact, the one time I didn't take it,
you did tell us, Anne. Yep, and I agree with you.
The one time I didn't take it, I started getting sick, and I ran to the bathroom. I ran to the room and got some pills because I was feeling a little bit queasy. That was on the Firenze when I was feeling
It's a room roulette. Yes, it is. You never know what you're going to get when they pick your room. But we've never done that. So that's kind of exciting. And I mean, we're letting them do it. So we got to be happy with whatever they give us. I just hope we are on a higher floor so we can actually see out in the ocean.
Well, even then you're going to, no matter what, if you have a balcony, you're going to see the ocean.
Well, you know what I mean. We like the higher rooms. Hopefully we don't have an obstructed view, but whatever.
Well, thanks again,
Thank
everyone.
you, everybody.
We are going to, I think next week, Greg, like we've discussed, we've been on 16 cruises, 14 different ships. I think next week is a good time to discuss a little bit about it, where they place. I've already said which is my favorite ship, so no surprise. But just to kind of reminisce about some of the places we visited, and just, the good times on that. So that's going to be our next show next week. And with that, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. I'm
Mary
Derek.
Ellen's done it before. Like her cabin was forward next to the chain and anchor. Oh boy, that would be interesting.
Oh, that would be interesting.
But everybody have a good night. And you're Derek,
and
I'm Gregory.
If you forget our names, it's okay, because I'm Little Explorer.
And I'm Big Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said,
we are just getting started.
And to kick off our closing credits, Sir Gary of the Beaches, rest in peace.
Dilly dilly.
Have a great night and great week, everyone. Be safe.
Thank you.